Welcome to Wellness in Every Season, the podcast where we explore the rich tapestry of wellness in all its forms. I'm your host, Autumn Carter, a certified life coach turned wellness coach, as well as a certified parenting coach, dedicated to empowering others to rediscover their identity in their current season of life. My goal is to help you thrive both as an individual and as a parent. Welcome to episode 92 of Wellness in Every Season, titled Why Everyone Needs a Mentor. I'm so glad you're here. Today's episode dives into the transformative power of mentorship, something that has profoundly changed my life and my work. A mentor offers guidance, support, and the kind of wisdom that can be hard to find alone. What is most beneficial is that they have usually walked at least some of the path that you are currently on, so they can give you deeper insight. But I am getting ahead of myself. I'll share why I believe mentorship is essential for personal and professional growth, and discuss how finding the right mentor can impact every area of your life. Let's get into it. Guidance from someone who has walked a similar path brings a unique depth of wisdom that's difficult to cultivate on our own. Those who support us, offering their experience and insights, help us expand our vision and approach challenges with a clear understanding. When we connect with someone who has navigated similar territory, they illuminate our road ahead, pointing out both obstacles and opportunities, showing us not only what growth is possible, but what can be pursued with greater ease and confidence. This kind of support takes many forms, depending on our current stage in life and the specific struggles we face. Some guides walk with us formally, such as a coach or a teacher, offering structured advice and constructive feedback over time. But the people who shape us don't always have to fit into a formal mold. They can be friends, family members, colleagues, or even public figures whose words and stories inspire us. What connects them all is that they've walked a portion of the path we're now on. They know, often from personal experience, where we're coming from, what we may be fearing, and can both validate our feelings and challenge us to step beyond them. Their knowledge provides a roadmap that only experience can craft. Consider the value of different kinds of guides. Career advisor, for example, may have once been in the very position you're in now, working through similar challenges, making mistakes, and discovering what does and doesn't work. When they share stories of early missteps, unexpected triumphs, they're gifting us their hindsight, saving us time and energy while empowering us to take our own unique step forward. Professional mentors understand the technicalities, the politics, and the persistence needed in ways that textbooks or training often can't convey. But here's the personal ally, the friend or family member who has perhaps watched you grow, offering a different kind of support for more private challenges. They are there to remind you of your essence, grounding you and holding space for the challenges you may not feel comfortable discussing with others. Hopefully you can think of somebody during this time. They offer a particular kind of wisdom, the type that comes from knowing your strengths, quirks, and inner battles. They're the ones who encourage gentleness with yourself, remind you to rest, and prompt you to prioritize your wellness. We're introduced to new perspectives and often find our own inner courage. The beauty of these supportive relationships lies in their variety, meeting us wherever we are in our journey. Every person who supports us, no matter their style or background, has something in common. They face similar storms and know not only how it feels, but also how to find strength and clarity amidst challenges. The shared experience creates a connection more profound than simple advice. It's encouragement rooted in empathy and understanding. They remind us, simply by showing up and sharing their journey, that we too can find our way forward. So whether we're navigating the path of parenting, wellness, or a new career, remember that a guiding presence, formal or informal, can be a powerful ally. Their wisdom becomes part of our inner landscape, fortifying our resilience and encouraging us to keep going, no matter what lies ahead. Mentors help us break out of our comfort zones, encouraging us to view life through a broader, more expansive lens. They challenge the assumptions we take for granted and gently push us to explore new ways of thinking. This is my favorite part of being a coach, is doing this. In my own life, several mentors have guided me towards transformative insights and changes, each of them bringing something unique, helping me to grow in ways I hadn't anticipated. One mentor, for instance, encouraged me to return to therapy when past traumas started surfacing in our coaching sessions. This is when I was getting my coaching certification, so thankfully I wasn't working with clients during this time. She recognized patterns and emotional barriers I hadn't fully processed, and her gentle but firm suggestion, she had to do it several times, made me realize that some healing needed deeper attention. Therapy became a space where I could work through these layers, bringing more clarity, peace, and strength back into my life, and ultimately into my coaching. Her encouragement showed me that mentorship isn't always about pushing forward relentlessly. Sometimes it's about pausing to address what's holding us back. This experience made me appreciate how a mentor can guide us towards more holistic growth. Another mentor helped me approach parenting from an entirely new perspective, and I became one of her parenting coaches. She encouraged me to see each family member's unique strengths and challenges instead of focusing solely on behaviors or outcomes. This shift was profound. No longer was I aiming for a one-size-fits-all method, especially because it wasn't working. Instead, I began to understand my children as individuals with their own strengths and areas for growth. By learning to cultivate these differences, I found new ways to guide each child, creating a home environment that honors who they are while helping them with growth. Her advice has had a lasting impact, not just on my parenting, but how I view relationships, because the parenting program works in any relationship. She taught me to meet people where they are and to support them in ways that respect their individuality and personality. A married couple played an unexpected yet pivotal role in my journey towards finding love. They helped me view dating differently, encouraging me to release rigid expectations and approach each interaction with curiosity and openness. Their guidance allowed me to enjoy the dating journey rather than fixating on finding the perfect partner. They were the first people I introduced my now husband when we started dating, and I'll always remember their excitement and approval, which gave me greater confidence in the relationship. Their influence don't just shape how I approach dating, it reinforced the value of having trusted guides who believe in our potential for love and happiness. They showed me how mentorship can extend to our personal lives, shaping the way we pursue and nurture meaningful connections. Each of these mentors brought a distinct perspective, challenged my assumptions, and ultimately guided me to make pivotal changes. They reminded me that mentorship isn't about expertise, it's about deep understanding, empathy, and the ability to see potential in someone else than they can see in themselves. The right mentor doesn't simply give advice. They listen, they understand, and they offer tailored support to where we are in the journey. Seeking a mentor who resonates on this level can be a transformative experience. If you're seeking this kind of guidance, consider those in your life who inspire or support you, and reach out to those who have walked a similar path. The best way to find out if it's somebody that you want to work with as a coach is have that one-on-one session. Usually it's free. Just see how that connection goes. These connections, whether formal or informal, can shape us in ways that last a lifetime, encouraging us to grow beyond our own expectations and to see life from a broader, richer perspective. And now we're going to dive into a mindfulness practice. For this mindfulness practice, let's create a safe and gentle space to examine any struggles you may be carrying and open yourself to the idea of receiving support. Begin by settling into a comfortable position, allowing your shoulders to relax and your hands to rest easily. Close your eyes if that feels right, and take a slow, deep breath. Feeling your chest expand and soften with each inhale, then gently release with each exhale. As you breathe, bring your awareness to one area in your life where you may be feeling stuck or challenged, a place that perhaps feels heavy or uncertain. Let this struggle come to mind naturally, without judgment, and just notice any feelings, emotions, or thoughts that arise as you hold space for it. Recognize that this place of difficulty doesn't need to be faced alone. As you continue breathing, allow each inhale to bring a gentle sense of openness, and with each exhale, Imagine releasing any hesitation or pride that may be quietly holding you back from seeking the help you need. Now, as you hold this struggle in your mind, gently invite the thought of someone who could provide support or insight in this area. Imagine what qualities this person might possess. Do they have wisdom, experience, compassion, or perhaps simply the ability to listen and understand without judgment? Allow yourself to let this vision unfold slowly, creating space for the qualities that feel right to come forward. Notice if any specific person comes to mind. Someone within your circle, a friend, a family member, or perhaps someone you haven't yet reached out to. Breathe into this possibility with gentleness. Perhaps this person might offer a perspective that sheds light on something hidden, helping you to see things with new clarity. Often there are mentors and guides waiting quietly in our lives, ready to support us, yet we may overlook them, especially if they don't fit the typical image of a mentor. Let yourself release any expectations about what this support should look like. Instead, open your heart to the possibility of reaching out, even if it feels vulnerable or unfamiliar, maybe even especially if it does. Take a moment to notice any pride, hesitation, or lingering discomfort. Remind yourself that the help you need may not always appear in the form you expect. Sometimes true guidance comes from surprising places, from people who encourage us to grow gently beyond our comfort zones. With each breath, invite a feeling of openness and humility to deepen within you. Imagine yourself ready to receive, allowing space for someone to step into your life as a source of wisdom, support, or inspiration. Envision the moment of reaching out to this person or simply being open to their presence, ready to listen and take in whatever insights or encouragement they may offer. Take a few more gentle breaths here, letting go of any remaining resistance, knowing that it's okay to accept help and guidance. Imagine yourself surrounded by a quiet willingness to open up, to ask for help, and to trust the potential support of those who may guide you through this challenge. As you bring this practice to a close, carry with you a renewed sense of receptivity and the knowledge that you don't have to face your journey alone. Open yourself up to the mentors who may cross your path, helping you move forward with clarity, strength, and compassion for yourself. And we are going to continue on. The right mentor will help us challenge limiting beliefs and explore new parts of ourselves, often illuminating areas of opportunity we can't see alone. Many of us carry assumptions and routines and we may not realize are holding us back until a mentor gently encourages us to re-examine them. This gentle push can open doors to growth that not only inspire creativity and innovation, but also bring a sense of renewal and purpose. As a wellness mentor, parenting advocate, and business coach, I do a lot. I've had the privilege of guiding others through this process of self-discovery, accountability, and transformation. In this very journey of challenging assumptions and expanding horizons that I encourage in all my clients, whether they're navigating the complexities of parenthood, building their dream business, or seeking a balanced approach to wellness, or perhaps struggling through a relationship. Together, we work to develop actionable steps that honor each person's unique strengths and goals. Mentorship also brings invaluable accountability, which is essential when we're striving towards meaningful change. Knowing someone is genuinely invested in our journey helps us stay committed, especially when things become challenging, or when we're getting too close to our goal and we're starting to lose that momentum or anything. There's so many different reasons why we can lose momentum. A mentor's role is often that of a steady and compassionate reminder to keep moving forward, staying aligned with what matters most. In my own journey, having mentors who've helped me stay focused on both personal wellness and professional growth has been invaluable. I still have mentors, and I strive to provide the same steady encouragement in my work with others. This is not meant to be a huge ad to work with me, but you should work with somebody. If you have something that you're really struggling with, reach for help. Sometimes the mentor you need isn't the obvious choice, as we talked about in the guided practice, or the person who immediately feels like a perfect fit. They may be the one who helps you see things differently, challenging assumptions and offering insights that stretch your understanding. And sometimes it can be a little bit painful, but it's really nice to have that soft landing, that support, that guidance. That's really what it's about along with it. And in this way, a mentor doesn't simply echo back our own beliefs, but helps us to view challenges and goals through a more expansive lens, so zooming out. Through this combination of expanded perspectives and accountability, mentorship provides a path forward that's not only insightful, but also deeply practical. My role as a wellness advocate, parenting mentor, and business coach, mouthful here, as a coach, is to help clients build lives that are aligned with their values and aspirations. There's so many times where we have values that are here, but we're way over here, going after that shiny object. My whole purpose is to get you aligned with what are your values at the end of the day and make sure that you're adjusting to go with where you want to be. Instead of being out here, let's get you here. Together, we explore the possibilities and the practical steps, even the little tiny kitten steps, that help move them steadily toward their goals, blending purpose with action and vision with accountability. Whoever you invite to serve you as your mentor, remember that the right guide brings both a broadening of horizons and a steady support, helping you grow beyond limitations and stay true to your path. Through their guidance, you are invited to journey forward with clarity, resilience, and purpose, ready to embrace the full potential of your life and work. And this is a very short podcast together. If you want the full transcript, which has even more, click the link and you can read it. We're going to dive into the coaching questions. Where in your life are you resisting letting go? And how can you begin to release control in that area? How might embracing the temporary nature of your current challenges shift your perspective and ease your stress? What small daily practices can you commit to that will help you stay present and grounded in your journey? In what ways can you show more self-compassion when you face setbacks or moments of imperfection? What would trusting the process look like for you in a specific area of your life? How does perfectionism hold you back? And what can you do to release the need for everything to be perfect? Where can you begin to set stronger boundaries to create more space for self-care and personal growth? How does trusting that you are enough change the way you approach your goals or challenges? Think of a recent challenge that you have learned from. What have you learned from it that will help you move forward? How can you shift from focusing solely on your destination to fully enjoying the journey you're on today? Thank you for joining me as we explore the profound impact that mentors and guides can have on our journeys. From expanding our perspectives and helping us break out of our comfort zones to keeping us accountable and encouraging us to look inward. Mentorship is a powerful catalyst for growth. It invites us to approach our challenges with new insights and to question assumptions that may be holding us back, and to open ourselves up to learning from others in ways we might not have anticipated. Today's discussion, we also touched on the importance of finding the right mentor, someone who may offer what we need, not just what we want. True mentorship often includes guidance that stretches us, sometimes in uncomfortable yet ultimately transformative ways. Whether these relationships are short-term or long-lasting, whether they offer specialized guidance or broad wisdom, mentors illuminate our paths and remind us that we are not alone in our journey. If you're looking for a mentor and would like support in finding the right fit, let's set up a call together. I have an ever-growing network of coaches, therapists, and wellness professionals for my coaching practice and my podcast. And if I'm not the best fit for you, I'll help you find someone who is. You can schedule a free consultation with me at wellness@everyseason.com/challenge-page-wellness-consult. Linked in the description for this podcast. It would be my privilege to help you take that first step in connecting with the guidance you need. Thank you for joining me on Wellness in Every Season. Remember to take time to relax, heal, and be present. Next week, we'll be talking to Monica about teen anxiety. And one last thing to cover the show legally, I am a certified life coach giving general advice. So think of this more like a self-help book. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed therapist. so this podcast should not be taken as a replacement for professional guidance. If you want personal one-on-one coaching from a certified life and parenting coach, go to my website, wellnessinEverySeason.com, where you can get personalized coaching from me. See you in next week's episode. One last thing to cover this show legally. I am a certified life coach giving general advice, so think of this more like a self-help book. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed therapist, so this podcast shouldn't be taken as a replacement for professional guidance from a doctor, therapist, or any other qualified expert. If you want personal one-on-one coaching from a certified coach, go to my website at wellnessinEverySeason.com. That's where you can get personalized coaching from me. See you in next week's episode.